here. Not catching it. One hand.
Look.
Huh?
Look. I hope so too.
Now, the good news is that the winds aren't as violent as they were yesterday in Chicago, but it's still pretty darn cold. To be expected, I guess, for December football at Soldier Field. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Washington football team.
Oh, shit.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
What, you on the bed? This ain't a fucking goal line defense? God damn. I'll take the touchdown on the first play, though. Appreciate it.
He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, 77 yards. And Washington has taken a first quarter lead. Jason Myers now for the extra point. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Yo, man, you drive like, yeah, alright.
And the drive will begin at
Yo, man, I got the Browns in that league. Yeah, alright. Uh-huh. Oh, I thought that was you that watched that shit earlier.
Off play action, Fields. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number.
At first, they could throw for shit. I mean, throw shit. I'm like, man. He started, at first, he could throw the ball at first. Then the nigga started coming out there and full wide receiver sets. No running back in the backfield. I said, yeah, this nigga is determined to throw the ball at some point. Nah, he couldn't do shit.
So after the penalty, heading in the
yeah, I wouldn't say for the whole game. He really did shit.
From the gun, here's Fields. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Chase Young in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year.
Yeah, I was trying to get my man a motherfucking superstar trait that game. So I'm coming out that motherfucker throwing the ball.
Third and long, they'll look to throw.
Yeah.
Time to his left. A hit as he throws there.
Yeah, it ain't no trace, but you still want your man to, you know, build the shit up. I done got two superstar traits in that league. Just, you know, getting them off the muscles.
Lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass.
Hardman got his against him. He made that shit difficult, though. He definitely made that shit difficult initially.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
Niggas gonna hate me the rest of the year, because I'm running the ball down in the scope, man. I'm playing this shit like this shit real life.
He pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers.
Alright, what the fuck is that?
Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. Two of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
What was that?
90 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten
how you fall?
To a hot start.
Alright, relax, y'all. How the fuck is you falling? I know you ain't that clumsy. Just relax, man.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on
Man,
1st
dog,
and 10.
nigga clumsy as shit, man.
Throwing, Love. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line.
That's how the fuck you run the fucking ball.
9 yards on the gain there, so he got half of it back.
Nah, it's 7 now from my ball.
This defense for the
I got
Bears, they
I
were
scored
very
7.
strong in the win
I
last
hit
week.
30 right now. Hopefully I can get another touchdown.
Talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to
What? Come on, Terry. Get the fuck up out of here. Terry not dropping that.
Now on comes the
Man,
Washington
I'm trying to beat the shit out of this man.
Come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt, and it is good.
That's why I'm trying to beat the shit out of this nigga now.
But it does get over the ball.
I don't want to take all this confidence.
I want to
take all this confidence
now.
now.
So a touchdown on their opening drive and 3 more here
He
to
better
add to
be.
their first quarter lead.
Yeah, everything's going according to plan so far. Because
he first ran into he taking L. That shit, that first round back come up off him. So he better take me very seriously. I would.
At the line, prepping for their next drive,
you
the
can say
Bears
that, bro.
offense. And Charles, you look at these two teams, these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can
that's
really
you.
look forward
That
to
ain't nothing,
or
bro.
really
Just
dread
because
them
you think like that don't mean everybody do.
And if you're dreading them, you're not
You
going to
said
go
what?
very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of
Yeah,
games.
13-3. I'm 7
two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule.
I need that first round
but you
back.
need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
Eluding the pressure right. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
How was that?
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape.
How was your trip?
And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on
Where you going?
This defense is a difficult one.
That's something we discussed.
One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
You're the traffic.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Take it in at the 22. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
You dropped some cards out your pocket.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I gave him the virtual face that mine just looked at it.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Now Love.
But they working.
That is incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty
they got
here in their
just
drive.
passes,
The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
Bro, these catches he supposed to make, bro. It's like whenever it be a game where I can put my foot on niggas' neck, that's when niggas start dropping
Only
shit.
2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Bears take over.
I don't even care.
What happened?
He smacked the spoon, it's on his head, and it's going to stay like that.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. He's going to air one out. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs.
That boy full out there playing free safety, his natural habitat.
When they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football, because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Love now. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 2nd and 7, Love. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
No, he's supposed to be a fucking superstar. Biggest.
Love, they go play action now. And it's caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown. Washington. Josh Oliver with touchdown number 7 on the year. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes our score 17-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Here comes Deontay Harris from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative.
Nigga put it out the playoffs, bro. Yeah, she got to come full circle, bro.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be
all
fresh.
that's trickery shit, bro.
And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback.
Oh, that was a pick. That was a fucking pick.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Damn. Huh?
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you, it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
That's a nice one, huh? Better run a lot more cover too now.
Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
From the 50, here's Fields. And he's got his big tight end here. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. Now Myers for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Here comes Harris out of the end zone.
I want niggas to be scared, bro.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
this is contract here?
without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. On 2nd and a couple. Fields flushed out right. Nothing open downfield.
You already got my pick.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how
I had to pay for a contract for him, so at the same time,
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
yeah, you did, nigga. You definitely did.
Fields going to toss this quickly out wide, complete, and they're going to mark him down.
This nigga going for it. You can go for it right now.
If that.
I feel like he cheating. That nigga just cheated, bro. You can't go for it right there.
Taken down at the 36. At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside.
I don't care if he's down, bro. He put himself in this position.
Fields going to get this to Montgomery, and he'll be taken down across the 50
We're
at
trying
the
to exploit
45
shit, man.
enemy
This
territory.
is the same thing your man did earlier. He started running that no huddle. I couldn't get my niggas in position. He scored off that shit. I was mad as shit. I said, I ain't want this nigga to score.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
You nigga, they got the Browns.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain.
And I believe that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit, because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
Yeah,
and he's going to get this inside the 30.
My 1 year quarter, 95 speed corner.
A final shot before the break, and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway.
Whatever you believe, bro, I don't care.
Fair catch is signaled for and taken.
I'll take the easy one.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. On play action, Fields. That's complete to Mooney. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
Clean up all you want, bro. At some point, you want to
trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps. It cuts towards the middle of the field, and now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
You knew you want to stop the run, you want to throw the ball. There's two things you want to do.
So the big play gets him
two things is very hard to do.
For 1st and 10.
I said you're going to have to stop the run, you're going to have to run the ball. And there's 2 things you want to do.
He's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
I played the wrong person right there.
I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take
down
that
24-0. I've done what I had to do.
Found a little bit
you
of
can take whatever you need to.
Frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 62 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Montgomery running right. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10 step to the 11.
So if you play that shit on some, so if that nigga got the right matchup, they'll eat. Because even, man, that's like Jalen Ramsey. Your mind kept getting passes of, and Jalen Ramsey was checking the nigga. I'm like, bro, this nigga is not nice enough to catch passes on him. So it depends on the matchup, bro.
3rd and 7 is that one officially a loss of 1.
Sometimes that shit'll work out in your favor.
To throw is Fields. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Hold her.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Gibson here running out of the gun. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question.
Hey, bro, why you ain't pick him up?
Every meeting with reporters this week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
Man, I ran a toss, and I got, instead of me having a tight end right there, I got a lineman right there. Them niggas did not pick up not one block, bro. Them niggas just ran. Yeah, I think that was Shaquille Griffin that just got him, so it makes sense.
3rd and long for Love. Going deep for Hopkins. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A huge play there for Washington. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the counter, Gibson. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. Breaks through the contact. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Yeah, huh? I like the
to dig out of here, 2nd and 17.
We're going to run this bitch down your fucking throat.
Handoff for Gibson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 143 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Oh, no, he did it. He covered again.
He lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Bears.
My backup fumbled again, bro. Like a week in a row.
Just done. A big hitter on what proves to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. First down, here's the run. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they can get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Fields. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
You say what?
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this when I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fields. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Throwing on third down, Fields. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida.
Oh, they gave him that shit.
Before he's brought down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Fields. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The Bears on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Fields now to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now.
Biggest get that one be to set my defense
up. Finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. That's caught. And he is not going to be able to break free as they wrap him up right at the line of scrimmage. And the try for 2 is empty. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. I'm sure the message as they come out onto the field is, hey, take care of the football, because the fumble last possession led to a touchdown.
Oh, you sitting on the run now, huh?
You don't want things to start to snowball. You know, one error leads to another, which leads to another. And then all of a sudden,
you're coming back
down the stretch instead of finishing the game in style, which is what they're trying to do on this drive.
It would be a pretty amazing comeback, but we've seen crazier things happen in the National Football League.
We certainly have.
On 2nd and 12, Love. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And they'll get him down here at the 23. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, Love. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big connection on that one. 31 yards.
I knew that.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another 1st down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
Oh, come on, Joe. No, you've been accurate all game, bro. That's the touchdown.
That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Nah, I just threw the pass ahead of him, bro. They ain't doing something.
You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
7th play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down.
Fuck, I look like looking at the clock, what?
It's Love. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Fuck up
And a big turnover there as his
I
guys
ain't
will
going
get
for
the
shit.
lead.
I'm throwing the ball on 3rd down.
Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him, and I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because the offense has gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
Oh, now it's straight. He loses the football.
Oh, yeah, good
And
shit.
this will be scooped up in the end zone. The defender gets there, and it's a touchdown. We know this defense has some playmakers. We saw it right there. Well, really, we've seen it the whole game.
Isn't it nice to see that on the opposite side of the ball? Respect, my man, respect. The defensive guys are outscoring their opposing offense.
Yeah, they're outscoring him indeed with that score alone. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
I hope he take this shit as a lesson learned.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards.
Oh, that little dick. He keep trying to throw these little short ass things. That shit ain't gonna fucking work.
He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. A play fake, now Fields to throw. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Now Fields. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off near the 34. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with
I'm trying to get it.
Love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Not much on that run.
We don't run this motherfucker for this game.
exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the
I ran the ball 19 times, man. That would have been a touchdown in my line, but I didn't.
And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So it's Washington getting the victory here. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses.
You're
This game, no exception.
you're supposed to be the division leader.
Turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for Washington, they get an important win here to move to 11-5 on
I want my quarterback to have one of them.
I'm playing with the dad and me. So he can't stop. He this dude a water bottle in his hand.